Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. One of my favorite things to talk about is the Rich Club. It's a great organization. It's helping people get that ladder of the American dream of, the idea of owning investment properties and making it accessible to all Americans of all types of backgrounds. I think it's phenomenal, and that's why I like to get them on the program, and they're on every week. And we've got several people involved here in the studios. I got a couple of board members of the organization, Patricia O'Brien and McCLure, and then on the phone we have Ray Sasser. Let's start though with Patricia. Kind of give us that overview of what the Rich Club is all about. And again, welcome. Good to see you again.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, so Realty Investment Club Houston, also known as Rich, is a 34-year-old trade organization here to support real estate investors. And we have active investors in just about every arena of real estate investing. We're a great resource for training, mentoring, and networking in those areas. And we've got about 20 different events on our calendar every month. Be sure to check out our website at richclub.org for all the details.
Very good. And now, and then we have, again, you've also been with us before, McCLure. You're going to talk a little bit as well, and also introduce Ray.
Yes, I'm going to introduce Ray. He's our guest speaker today, Mr. Ray Sasser. He's been a full-time investor since the 80s, and he's active in all areas of real estate, which is a bit unusual for investors. He's served on the board of Rich for the past several years and just finished a year as president. He and his partner, Linda Muscarello, are also our mentors that help Rich members make their investing dreams come true. So we would very much like to thank Ray for being here today.
Ray, as always, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
Hey, real quickly, it was mentioned by Karen in the introduction that you have been involved in all areas of investment real estate, and that is unusual. Explain that.
Well, it's probably mostly single-family houses, and we've been doing that for 30 years. And we've gone through the up cycles and the down cycles, and now we're in a major up cycle.
Okay, very, very good. Why don't we go ahead and start with Karen with your first question.
Okay, Ray, I know you're here to talk about the Discover How to Get Rich workshop that you're going to be doing. Why don't you give us an overview of what you'll be talking about?
Thank you, Karen. And like they said, the Rich Club is a nonprofit trade association owned by its members, and that's one of the things that I was probably most proudest of, serving with them and trying to keep my rich hat on as much as possible. But again, we're all investors there. So we do have an investor workshop a couple times a month. It's coming up this Thursday and Saturday. It's going to be at the Rich Club office, which is 4220 Lockfield. And Thursday night, it's from 6:30 to 9, and Saturday, it's from 10 to 12:30. And you can find out where that is by going to richclub.org, and there's a calendar on that page. If you'll click that, you'll see all the events that are coming along. And so this Thursday and Saturday, we'll be talking about the how to get started investing and what's going on in the market. Some of the things we'll cover: wholesaling, which is pretty common or popular for beginners, and to hoteling, which is extremely important tool to have in your arsenal now because of the market. And we'll talk about how to build passive wealth and how to build passive income for your retirement, and some deal structuring. And another critical issue for investors, if you're in the market now, lead generation is very, very important. And we'll just figure out how to evaluate deals. And it's jam-packed. We really work hard to get everything in there and just kind of give an overview of what's going on in the market.
Yeah, and is there any cost for attending the seminar?
No, that's free. Almost everything at the Rich Club is free if you're a member, but for this event, you don't even have to be a member.
Yeah, and it's a great location. It's easy to get to. It's right off of 290. It's a huge location. It was surprising when I went there. You would never know pulling up, wow, this is an incredible facility. How about you, Patricia? A question or comment about, I'm sure you've attended a lot of these seminars over the years. So, talk about what a person can expect at an event like this.
Yes, it's always going to deliver a lot more than you expect, and it's also very interesting to see what kind of contacts you make with the people sitting next to you and around you. And it's all a very good environment to support each other and get started and get you off of the bench, if you were, with education and overwhelm, that they can really help guide you in a direction to bring some money into your pocket.
I like it. I like it very much. Karen, last question before we talk about events coming up.
Ray, I just want to make sure they don't have to attend both Thursday and Saturday, right? Those are two separate times that they can attend the same event?
Yeah, it's either one or the other. It's basically the same event, although each one of these things have a life of their own. It's not unusual to see a lot of beginning investors get there. Sometimes it's investors that then change their strategy. And, like right now, there's a certain set of rules out there, and if you're not paying attention or don't understand what those rules are, you're probably doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. So we'll just talk about how we're in the perfect storm for real estate investing and what that means and how that should change and shape your strategy. It's not uncommon, Karen, to have people in there who've either never bought a house to we had one guy in there that bought 1,500 houses.
Wow.
So it's each one of those events seems to have a life of its own and kind of goes its own direction, but we do try to cover the basics and tell you what you should be doing in today's market.
Yeah, very interesting. Talk a little bit, Patricia, talk a little bit about the events coming up. I noticed you got a flyer out there about that, or should I ask Karen about that?
No, yes, yeah, absolutely. I mentioned we have about 20 things on the calendar every month, and one of the most exciting events is called our Deal a Minute Networking, and that is happening actually tonight at the Dave & Buster's on I-10 and Silver there. There'll be over 100 active investors there. Networking will be great, and they'll be presenting and discussing live deals. And another thing to keep in mind is that in recent months, there's always door prizes. In fact, just last month, they gave out over $2,000 worth of door prizes. So you don't have to register in advance. There's no cost to attend. Parking is free. So we hope to see you there this evening.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. It should be a great event. And what are some other couple events, Karen, that come up with any kind of frequency that you like people to be aware of?
Well, another one of our fun events is happening this Friday. We host a group to play Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow game, and that's held at the Rich headquarters on Lockwood. And basically what it is you come in and you play cash flow, which teaches you the difference between spending and investing, tells you, it's just a game to teach you how to live your life.
Really, what it does is it teaches you how to think differently about money. Is what it does. It really bucks the trend of what I've had Robert Kiyosaki on my show a few times, read all of his books, all of his major books, The Cash Flow Quadrant, the Rich Man, Poor Man, the Rich Dad's Guide to Investing. I've read those major books. And the thing about it is that basically everything you were taught by mom and dad with the best of intentions was largely very wrong. And he kind of challenges your whole thinking when it comes to money. So I played that game before. It's phenomenal. It's great fun and at the same time educational. Ray Sasser, Patricia O'Brien, and Karen McClure, all of them are ambassadors for entrepreneurship and helping individuals become all that they want to become when it comes to their financial dreams. You can learn more about what they do by checking out richclub.org. It's just like it sounds, richclub.org. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you, Kevin.
And I look forward to attending some of those events. Particularly, I can't come to this one, but I plan on coming to the next Dave & Buster event. I hear it is a lot of fun. All right, when we come back, we're going to have much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here. It shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. While there, like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter.
The cult of person.